What's up, Royal Legions? It's DaRoyalace, and I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be doing the 10 most dangerous places on Earth. Or in the world. That's what it says. In the world. 10 most dangerous places in the world. What are some places that y'all think are going to be on there? You know? I haven't even thought about it at all, but I think some places like where we would be like, yo, Detroit or Compton, Chicago. I don't think that's what they mean by dangerous. I think they mean like the Bermuda Triangle, where all those planes keep crashing and stuff like that. What are some things y'all got? If you got some idea what's going to be in here, drop it in the comment section below. And before we jump into the video, make sure that you smash that subscribe button. If you're not a Royal Legion yet, it's not too late. Smash that subscribe button. Get in there with the original crew while I'm still small. Is it still a small channel? Well, I'm still a small channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and get this video a big thumbs up. This video comes from toptrending.com, and we'll get straight into it. Oh, got them blue lights on ya. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right, how we starting this off?
Juarez Valley is a 40-mile stretch of cotton fields and ghost towns. It runs
Mexico. I forgot about that. They got some dangerous spots out there.
And is just a few steps away from the 18-foot fence of the U.S. border. Dubbed the
Build a wall!
It holds the title of the world's most dangerous place. The town, which used to have 60,000 members of its community, now has around 5,000 surviving residents.
Wow. Used to have 60,000 people living there. That's a decent-sized town. Now has 5,000. That's a decent-sized high school. They went from a 60,000 population of the whole town to 5,000. Is that due to death, or is that due to them crossing that border? That's the real question.
Run by the cartels, the streets are known for being regular.
Shout out to the people that came over on the boat.
Blood and corpses.
Shout out Barbados.
Juarez Valley averages 160 murders per 100,000 residents annually. The murder rate is incredibly high, not only due to the normality of crime, but also due to the fact that cartels are fighting over each other for control of the territory. The majority of the shops have...
Any of y'all watch The Fear of the Walking? Not Walking Dead, but the prequel, The Fear of the Walking. Good ass show. Just reminded me of it.
Closed for good, with gravestones lining the streets in remembrance of those who have been killed. The buildings are full of gang graffiti, a lot of them markers of how many have been murdered on the marked spots, serving as warnings to others. The entire town looks like a scene from a horror movie, poverty-stricken, full of ruins, with the townspeople too afraid to leave their own homes. Whoever does dare to walk outside is more than likely to end up being killed, tortured, or kidnapped. The police officers who were sent to intervene have been executed in 2009, and for fear of the wretchedness of the place, they have never been replaced.
Jesus.
One of the few routes which connect the Amazon rainforest with the capital of that area of Bolivia is a road with a quite discouraging name,
Bolivia.
known as the Death Road.
First of all, ain't no gas station anywhere in between there and there. I'm not driving. That is very high. I don't see a slow down sign, 30-mile-per-hour sign.
Paraguayan prisoners in the 1930s, and it underwent modernization about 20 years ago, beginning at 15,400 feet and taking the lives of approximately 300 people a year.
Jesus.
Quite surprising to find out that the Death Row is
Elvis.
one of Bolivia's greatest tourist attractions. Adrenaline seekers seem to be drawn to the deadly route.
Hey, this
Consider
that
the
Tokyo
world's
Drift.
most dangerous stretch of
Where they
road.
were,
The 40-mile
they did that
journey
last
offers
race.
stunning views
They were
of the
drifting on the
rolling
mountains.
hills of the Amazon rainforest, but is quite a feat for a mountain biker to undertake. It comes with a terrifying sheer drop into the canopy, as two rubber tires separate the rider from a narrow single-lane road, with very little in the way of railings. The thrilling downhill ride has taken
Single-lane road, so if somebody's
mountain
coming this way, what does the person that way
lives
do?
in the last 10 years. The North Anatolian Fault is an active fault, and quite a threatening one. Since the 1930s, devastating earthquakes have been moving westward throughout the land. The last big earthquake struck in 1999, with a 7.9 magnitude temblor devastating the city of Izmit. The death toll was a staggering number of 45,000. The fact that the
Fuck. Excuse my language. Damn. An earthquake took 45,000 people out. Damn. And they still on a fault? Like they still on a like another one get hit? I am moving from Turkey. Istanbul. Oh, I've heard of that. Man. 45,000 people. Y'all think about how many people that is.
Earthquakes is creeping westward is very worrying because the fault stretches 20 kilometers south of Istanbul, the largest city in
20 years ago.
Istanbul is the country's economical, cultural, and historical heart. With a population of 14.4 million people, Istanbul is not only significant for Turkey, but for the world, as it is the world's 5th largest city, and the fault makes it one of the most dangerous places to live. Scientists expect that the next earthquake will
they need to get about it there.
Dangerously close to the city, with the possibility of triggering a series of
Jesus, that's a big
quakes.
City.
However, studies show that it's also possible the fault will create just one big, devastating shift in the ground, which could be the end of Istanbul and the death of millions. One of Africa's
that whole
great
place
lakes,
is just going to
Lake
water.
Kivu, is located along the border between the Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda, stretching across 2,700 square miles. The lake covers dangerous secrets. Below it, there are 2.3 trillion cubic feet of methane gas, alongside 60 cubic miles of carbon dioxide, trapped beneath the lake under the pressure of the water and the earth. If the gases...
Hey, don't you feel like you was just in a science class? How much you got? Propane, you got oxygen, you got carbon dioxide. What that mean? Don't smoke no cigarettes out there. Don't use no gas-powered cars. You mess around and light a match and that whole damn place will burn the hell up.
To be released from their trap, they would spread a lethal cloud over the whole area, meaning certain death for over 2 million Africans settled in the basin of Lake Kivu. In the 1980s,
y'all need to
similar
move.
African lakes released their toxic gases and resulted in the deaths of over 1,000 people. Scientists are concerned that the same fate awaits the residents of the Lake Kivu area, as it has similar chemical composition. The deadly toxins are caused by volcanic activities taking place hidden away under
Y'all hear my dog in the back crying?
lake.
Oh, they done hit me with a commercial. I should use this to go check on my dog back there making all that noise. I don't know what the hell wrong with him. I just fed him, and I can tell which one it is.
Sula is a city in
Two
Honduras,
Dobermans.
located not far from the Caribbean Sea, with an estimated population of 1 million. It is the second largest city in Honduras. However, the city sadly has a negative reputation. In 2013, it has taken the title of the most dangerous city on the planet, stripping Mexico's Murder Valley of the title. That same year, upon claiming the title of the most violent place on the planet, the city had seen 187 homicides per 100,000 residents.
Jesus.
The city is a major operational and strategic point.
Everybody else talking about how the earth is and how that'll kill you.
Significant gang activity.
They talking about
Center of
people.
Trafficking, providing the rest of the country with its 70% of
Lay down.
firearms, which in turn result in the 83%
Be
of
quiet and lay down.
Labeled the murder capital of the world.
I'm
San Pedro Sula
working.
is a place where tomorrow is always an uncertainty. If you venture about 90 miles off the coast of Sao Paulo, Brazil, you will likely come across a small chunk of uninhabited land called Ilha de Queimada Grande. This island is...
Run that back. Ilha de Queimada Grande.
In fact, one of the deadliest islands in the world, also known
Why?
as Snake Island. It is home to
Never
one
mind.
of the most dangerous and poisonous snakes on the planet, the golden lancehead viper. Local legends say
That's
that there are
beautiful.
as much as 5 snakes per square meter, but in reality, there are about 2,000 of them on this 430,000 square meter island. Still,
man,
walking
damn them
through
snakes.
it is more dangerous than a minefield. It is said that the stark and potent venom of the viper slowly paralyzes and liquefies the insides of the prey. But it has yet to be proven, as no one bitten has ever lived long enough to be admitted to a hospital. The sole inhabitant of this island was a lighthouse keeper who ran out of food and disappeared while trying to gather some bananas.
Dang.
According to legend, the members of his search party mysteriously vanished one by one, lost in the wilderness. Civilians are banned from the island, monitored by the Brazilian Navy, and the rules are bent very rarely for the sake of scientific research. Situated in the Huyan city, Mount Hua is known for its beautiful views and
So you got a whole
vistas,
island
but
that
also
belongs to
dangerous
snakes.
and deadly paths. Considered a
Y'all don't
holy
spray
place,
their ass and
Mount
take over
Hua
that
is
damn
one of
island?
China's Great Five Mountains. Monks and pilgrims made paths and staircases as ways to climb the mountains in order to reach the 5 peaks.
Nope.
However, the climb is not for the faint-hearted. The mountain is considered the most dangerous climb in the world. With
Hell
time,
no.
the paths have been reinforced because of the incline in tourists venturing out and seeking adrenaline-inducing adventures. But this mountain still remains one of the most difficult sights to
Look at
conquer
that
on
old
Earth.
wood.
The clay
And y'all
trail
walking on
consists
that?
of wooden platforms, a bit over 2 feet wide, bolted onto the mountainside, and the only thing to secure oneself to it is an iron chain, which hovers freely in the air. And when the planks disappear, the only way to continue is by crossing steps on small divots carved into the mountain. Unfortunately, there are no exact statistics as to how
Look at
many
them
people
fools.
die
Look at
while
them
on
fools
this
up there.
path. But with local rumors naming about 100 deaths per year, the hike on Hua Shan surely lives up to its name, the deadliest hike in the world. The
Come on, who
Danakil
going with me?
Depression lies at the
Let's
heart
get
of
it.
Ethiopia's
Ethiopia.
ancient salt trade, where Ethiopians have been making the long 2-day trek to collect the salt for centuries, collecting it from the golden earth and bringing them back on camels.
That's
One of
beautiful.
the hottest and harshest environments in the world. The sun and salt create amazing sun-blazed scenery, making the desert seem as if it were created out of white gold. The swirling sulfur and mineral salt
That is
formations
beautiful.
create otherworldly scenery, creating an outlandish setting. One of the lowest places on the planet, the Danakil Desert rarely sees rain and is one of the hottest spots on Earth, where rivers dry up and turn into lakes of salt. With magma crater lakes on its edges, products of active volcanoes, the desert proves to be an extreme challenge to human beings trying to cross it.
I'm
The
not
Mayan
crossing.
complex was an area in Russia.
Russia.
which served as
How long is this
secret
video?
headquarters for
This is an
nuclear
11-minute
research
video.
and
Y'all
development.
better get to it. I
Most
thought
of
they
the
were gonna be
workers
showing
in
me
the
some
underground facilities were
spooky
prisoners
houses
who
or
agreed
something.
to work in such conditions in exchange for a lesser sentence. They were accompanied by leading Soviet nuclear scientists. Still, none of them survived to see freedom, as no one could survive such high-level radiation for more than 5 years. The Mayan experiment was the source of many nuclear disasters. The research proved lethal for the residents of the 24 villages along the banks of the river, as the radioactive waste had been dumped into the river, which was the source of drinking water for the villagers for 6
Dang.
entire years. In 1957, a radioactive waste containment sector failed and exploded, the toxins affecting over 250,000 people in the area. The people were evacuated only 10 days later, after being already exposed. By
Yeah.
1959, every tree within a 12-mile radius was dead. All of this was covered up by the government, leaving the people clueless to the lethal dangers they were living beside. Based on the number of violent crimes per 1,000 residents,
Camden, New
taking into
Jersey.
account how many of those have needed the involvement
Shout
of
out
the
to Camden.
FBI? Camden has taken the title of the
You
most
know we out of
dangerous
Newark.
city in the USA.
That's probably ain't on
Camden
there.
is situated in the state of New Jersey, on the east coast of the Delaware River. In the past year, Camden has seen 1,895 violent crimes, taking into account murder, rape, robbery, and aggravated assault. This might not sound like a great amount of crimes when compared to some other big cities. For example, Camden's neighbor across the river, Philadelphia, has seen 17,088
Shout out Germantown.
violent crimes last year. However, the key element that needs to be taken into
place is
consideration
small.
is the population of the city, which consequently leads to the average number of violent crimes per 1,000, which in Camden soars over the national average of 3.8 violent crimes per 1,000 people, with 25.66, more than 6 times the national average. This all leads to the conclusion that the chances of you becoming a victim of a violent crime is 1 in 39.
Damn, out of every 40 people, somebody that got robbed, raped, or get murdered. Shout out to Camden. Y'all get your shit together out there. Shout out to New Jersey. Shout out Boston. Patriots. That was a pretty cool video. More informative than entertaining, I feel. I was informed, not necessarily entertained. Y'all send me some more top 10s. I want to learn some more stuff. I kind of want something that's fun, though. Something that's going to scare me. They talking about New Jersey. I say, shit, I grew up there. It's DaRoyalace. I'm going to go ahead and end this video right here. Make sure that y'all smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Turn that post notification on because I'm posting videos probably about 3 times a day for the next couple weeks. I'm just going to keep pumping out ass of videos. Maybe 3-4 videos a day. It's DaRoyalace, man. Y'all make sure y'all keep chasing that comma because A said so.